So maybe you want to start a new holiday tradition, have someone else do all the cooking and cleaning. Sounds good to me. Eastside Restaurant invites you, your family, and friends for a night of delicious food and some serious fun. Joining me now are Nick Augustino, the owner, and Chef Christian Schunmann from Eastside Restaurant. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you guys here.
Loving it, loving it.
You guys are fun.
It's great to be here.
How did Oktoberfest go, Nick?
Oh, a ton of people. We did a lot, twice as what we did the year before. The beer flowed very, very fast. It was just a great 3 days.
Very good. And we're gearing up for the holiday season. I know you're open.
Yes, we're open Thanksgiving Day, and we're carrying all the turkey, the gravy, the cranberry sauce, the pumpkin pies, the yams. Keep talking to me, Chris.
I'm sure you have some German traditions too, though, right?
All the way through, you have to have those. They come for schnitzel on Thanksgiving. They come for sausages. They come for pot roast, sauerbraten, and of course, our rouladen that we're going to be making for you today.
Very good. So where do we get started, Chef? We're going to start with the strudel?
First, we're going to start the strudel. It's a very traditional German dish. It's great because you can make it in advance. You can serve it cold, you can serve it warm. So you could, the big thing about Thanksgiving and people get stressed out about is, if you are doing something at home, there's a lot that's going on all at once.
True.
So what we try to do is give people ideas of things that they can do in advance, and they just have it easy. I mean, because the big thing about holidays and having people over and entertaining is that you want to spend time with the people, not in the kitchen the whole time, right?
All right, here, we'll have you slide down.
All right.
You show me how we get started.
All right, excellent. Well, the first thing we have is we have some puff pastry dough, which I've let defrost. When you get them, they're usually frozen, so you want to give it about 2 hours in the refrigerator. You want to keep it covered because you don't want it to get dry. Now, what we're going to do is we already have peeled and soaked our apples. You want to soak it in a little bit of an acidic water, like a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of water. That keeps it from getting brown.
Okay.
Everybody knows, the
doesn't look
brown
pretty.
apples aren't good. And the great thing about being in the state of Connecticut, we have so many great local orchards where you can get, excellent and different varieties of apples.
Is there
so
anything
it all
you would
depends.
recommend?
I really like Cortland's.
Okay.
I like Cortland's for this. But whatever you really like in an apple pie, that's great. Go ahead and use it. So we've got our apples. We're going to add some walnuts.
Okay.
And, if you're making this at home, if anybody with a nut allergy or anything like that, don't put them in. But this is a very traditional German recipe. We've got some raisins. And
Nick, are you a fan of the apple strudel?
Every day.
Every day.
If I don't get my piece of strudel, I'm an angry man. I roar.
We're going to add some sugar in there.
Okay.
Now a little bit of cinnamon. And what you can do is make this in advance, and you actually would like to put it into the refrigerator for about an hour so that all the flavors come together. And then there's one more thing, our little shot boat here.
Yes.
We use a little bit of spiced rum.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to put a little spiced rum in there.
Sure, gives it a kick.
Gives it a little kick, gives it a little flavor. And like I said, you can make this in advance, put it in the refrigerator for about an hour, thereabouts, and, let the flavors really come together. We're going to toss this around, and what we're going to do is
Let it sit.
let it sit. We're going to get our puff dough ready. Go ahead.
All right, you do
go ahead.
puff
No,
dough.
go ahead.
Nick, tell me, you have bus groups that you cater to.
Well, I do a lot of senior work during the afternoons, and Wednesday is cream pie day.
Oh.
And Thursday's apple strudel day. So when the seniors get there, they're able to get choices of their dessert, and that seems to be the big hit for the seniors. But they're usually like to do the whole 2 hours instead of the quick lunch. And we're not a fast lunch restaurant.
I could
so
imagine.
what we end up doing is we have to pick our customers, and the seniors got all day. And we actually give the driver, anybody that wants to bring 10 seniors to me, I'll feed them.
That's
and,
great.
And that kind of brings them to me too as well. So we're very big into senior groups as far as, and they're very well in texting everybody, telling me how great we are.
The seniors
so,
are.
That's
oh,
right.
good.
So Thanksgiving Day, what we're going to do is we're going to see all my seniors that I take care of all year say, well, Mom, where do you want to go for Thanksgiving? I want to go east side.
There you go.
And
We'll bring you there.
actually, it's a good promotion. And as long as you treat them well, they come back.
Absolutely. All right, Chef. So we've put a little butter on the puff pastry here, a little cinnamon, and we're just
It was
loading the
actually a
mixture.
little bit of egg.
Oh, a little egg,
A little bit of egg, and that's going to help to stick it together. It's going to form the glue that's going to keep it from unrolling. I put a little bit of cinnamon down, and now we're just going to treat this actually like it's kind of like a big burrito.
Does it roll easily?
It rolls.
It does, okay.
You want to keep either paper underneath it or a little bit of flour on your surface. And what I've done is put it right on the pan that we're going to bake it in. So you want to roll it just like that. You want to fold your paper back.
Ah, there we go.
As you're rolling, and then that's going to expose the dough. You want to keep it all in there. And
Pretty
roll
good.
it right on over.
And you have the oven preheated?
I have the oven preheated. This is going to go into a 400-degree oven for approximately 40 to 50 minutes.
Okay.
About 20 minutes in, what you're going to do is you are going to turn the pan around just so you get even browning all over.
Okay.
And then we're going to top it with a little more egg.
And it comes out looking like
And
this.
it comes
It's
out looking
gorgeous.
just like that.
Now, how would you serve this?
We slice it, whipped cream, ice cream,
Oh, it sounds
hot, or cold, whichever way you want it. We always sprinkle it with a little bit of nutmeg to give it some class and or style.
good. We like style around
I
here.
thought so. And actually, we probably produce maybe 80 of those a week.
Very good. All right, I know we're making dinner too, aren't we here?
We are.
All right, we have about 2 minutes left, so let's start on our beef dish.
Okay, let me move this out of the way.
This looks fantastic. Any big plans for New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve, have an Oktoberfest with me. Let's cheer beer. Let's cheer the new year. Tiki-taki, hoy, hoy, hoy. New Year's Eve will be a big night for us. Call for reservations because that is a sellout night.
You'll be busy?
So
Okay.
you want to call early if you got the group because usually they come in between 8 to 12 people at a time and they make groups instead of just, mainly we do deal with 2s and 4s, but we'll probably get about 20 big groups there to celebrate New Year's Eve with us.
All right, so call ahead, right? Okay, so we're going to heat up this pan.
We're going to heat up this pan. And we're going to be making beef rouladen, which is very similar to an Italian braciole.
Oh, okay, so we're
if
gonna
you've
wrap
ever had
this, huh?
braciole, you've had
Roll it up.
similar to a beef rouladen. And the Germans really like salty, sweet in their food. So what we're going to do is we're going to saute some onions, some sauerkraut, some caraway seeds together.
Okay.
We're going to spread this with some mustard, some whole grain mustard. Going to get that going right off the bat.
Now we're going to smell good. I
Sure.
love smelling.
Caraway,
You ever get
little
into the
salt
kitchen,
and
Nick?
pepper.
I've been a chef my whole life. I love kitchens.
You knew what you're doing here.
Yeah, but I do better in the front of the house with the chair and whatnot, so they keep me there.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we're going to have to finish this at the end of the show, guys,
Sure.
because we're a little short on time,
Yeah.
but it looks fantastic, and we'll see the finished product. It,
Okay.
It smells great, and so does the apple strudel. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks.
All
Pleasure to be
right.
here.
Eastside Restaurant is located in New Britain. You can call 860-223-1188 or visit eastsiderestaurant.com. Give it to me.
Everyone now! Tiki-taki, hoy, hoy, hoy!